this is Yukiko. I hope everybody is doing well. Today I wanted to share some thoughts that I had relating to the cancer experience that I had. So as some of you may know, I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2021, and then later the same year, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. So I had been in treatment from 2021 until 2023. So what I want to say is, you know that book by Dr. Gabor Mate, The Body Keeps the Score? I'm sure it's a wonderful book because his books are just so insightful and wonderful. But now I'm feeling like the mind really keeps the score as well. So in my case, when I was going through the treatment, I feel like I was so focused. My body and like my mind, my brain was all focused on conquering the illness, going through the treatment, just battling cancer, just what people do when they're battling cancer. I was in a survival mode, so I was really focused on the body. And then when the treatment was finished, I felt like everything was finished. So I thought, yes, okay, I've battled cancer, I've conquered it, and now life goes on. Now, 2 years after, I feel like my mind and my emotions are now catching up. So recently I've been feeling this like knot in my stomach. And I do think it partially comes from the emotions that I didn't deal with when I was going through treatment. And I think that's natural because you are focused on physically, getting rid of the cancer and you're in survival mode. And I think that is what we were designed to do, to survive. And the cancer is out. So physically, I'm fine. And I think there is a next step to that, which is the emotions. I didn't realize this until quite recently, until my family member was diagnosed with cancer. And now that I am I can see like the bigger picture. I see now that what I went through wasn't something to brush off so lightly, because I feel like I treated it as having like a bad stomach bug. It was very bad. And I treated it like it was done. The stomach bug is gone. So now I can move on with my life. And I do move on with my life, but it's not a stomach bug. It is a big, it is a life or death illness. And it's not a stomach bug. Although I wanted it to be. And now I realize that it wasn't. So what I want to say is for anyone who's watching this video who is going through, cancer treatments or any other illness, big or small, anyone who's going through it is probably focusing on physically getting better. And I just want you to know that there's a second step, or maybe even a third step or a fourth step, because now you have to process and in some ways come to terms with the emotions. And as much as I would love to think that the body is the mind, the body is the body, and the mind is the mind, they're connected, like really entangled. So, when the cancer is gone, the body is good, but the emotions, it's still not good. I thought they were the same. So I thought, well, once the cancer is gone, I just go on with my life. I am whole and emotionally I'm fine as well, but I wasn't. And I realize that now. So what I want to say to anybody who's watching this, who's going through, some illness, just focus on physically getting better. Of course, that is the first utmost step, but there's probably other things that will come up later. And when they do come up, just to give yourself, be kind to yourself and don't be telling yourself, oh, you're weak, or that's what are you, why are you being this way? It's natural. It's natural. You've been going through a really big life or death event. So there is like the emotional processing that you need to do as well. And that won't come immediately. It might come immediately for some people, but for me, it didn't come immediately. So don't be surprised. And when it does come up, just be kind to yourself. And it's normal. I actually need my counselor and my doctor to tell me that it's normal, that it's okay. It really doesn't help that I come from a cultural background where you are expected to be strong. We don't, in Japan, I'm Japanese, we don't even have the word vulnerable in our language. So the concept is not there. So when you grow up in a culture like that, you just don't have that grace that other people with that concept have, because the word isn't there, the concept isn't there. So give yourself that grace. It's okay. It's okay to feel anxious, to feel sad, to grieve, because it's normal. You've been through a lot. You've taken care of yourself physically, and now it's time for you to take care of yourself emotionally. And the body and the mind, the spirit, the emotion, they are all connected. They're all entangled. And I also want to say to the caregivers, your family or your friend who is going through a major, a big illness, they are focusing on their body now. And once they are done with the treatment, they might have another stage, another step. It's a different phase that they might come to face. And when that happens, be kind to them, give them grace, and also give yourself grace, because you were there supporting this person, fighting a very difficult fight. And as a caregiver, there's also a lot to process. And, it impacts you a lot when somebody you love is going through a major illness and they go through surgery, they go through treatment, they have their own ups and downs which affect you. And when the physical part is finished, then the mental part comes, which will also impact you as the caregiver, as the person who is supporting the person who is ill. So I just wanted to share my experience. And I hope that gives people a different perspective, different expectations, and some peace of mind when it happens. Well, I hope you guys have a great day and see you in the next video. I'm Yukiko. I am an astrologer. I also do life coaching, but I make these videos about cancer as a cancer survivor and also as a caregiver to a cancer patient. So if you ever want to chat, please feel to message me in, I think there's a link to this video, I think. Yes, so please message me. Oh yeah, you can add comments. So please send me comments. Bye.